Welcome to The Explainer. Let's just dive right into this because we have a lot to cover. Look, you did everything right. You put in the grueling hours. You earned the degree. You chased those promotions. And maybe you even built up a side hustle. You finally crossed that coveted threshold. You are a corporate high earner, pulling in a cool $100,000 a year or more. You've made it, right? Well, I want you to look really closely at the title of this explainer, because today we're taking a completely uncompromising look at your finances. Think of me as your personal financial advisor for the next few minutes, because we need to talk about the silent wealth killer that absolutely nobody mentions in the corporate world.
78%. Just let that sink in for a second. 78% of six-figure earners in America are actively living paycheck to paycheck. We're not talking about minimum wage workers here. We're talking about corporate professionals pulling down $100K or more. It is a completely staggering reality. So if you feel like you're running incredibly fast on a treadmill just to stay in the exact same place, trust me, you are definitely not alone.
Which leads us to a very direct, slightly uncomfortable question. Why does your bank account still look like you're making $40,000 a year? Your hard work is incredibly valid. Those promotions you earned are real. Your skill set is highly valuable. But all of that career progress seems to just vanish the absolute second it hits your checking account. So, where is your actual liquid wealth? Why aren't you actually getting any richer?
And that brings us to the brutal core truth we really need to accept today. A bigger paycheck doesn't automatically make you richer. Earning more is entirely irrelevant if your lifestyle creep outpaces your nominal wage growth. It's the unspoken reality nobody wants to admit in the break room. If your everyday spending grows faster than your income does, then your big promotion, it's really just an illusion.
Economists actually have a name for this specific trap. They call it the money illusion. Basically, it's the false belief that having more nominal income, a bigger number printed on your pay stub, automatically equals more real wealth. But it doesn't. Not if your costs just scale up right alongside those new earnings. And honestly, the scariest part about the money illusion is how slowly it happens. It's emotional. It happens one tiny lifestyle upgrade at a time, until the entire system that's trapping you becomes completely invisible.
Let me paint you a picture to show you exactly how this plays out in the real world. Meet Alex. 5 years ago, Alex made $55,000 a year, drove a used Honda, rented a pretty modest one-bedroom, and ate out maybe twice a week. Today, Alex is absolutely crushing it, making $105,000. That's a massive $50,000 raise. But Alex traded the Honda for a $650 a month BMW lease, upgraded to a $2,400 a month apartment because, hey, I worked hard, I deserve it. Added Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Peloton, and Apple One for another $180. Started taking 2 big vacations a year on credit. Spent $3,000 on a wardrobe investment, and now dines out 5 times a week. His spending jumped by $4,200 a month. That is $50,400 a year in purely emotional lifestyle upgrades.
So the grand total of that massive career progress? $0. That is the stark mathematical punchline. Despite grinding for 5 long years to essentially double his salary, Alex effectively gave himself a $0 net raise. All of that extra effort and stress at work went straight to landlords, car dealerships, and streaming platforms. He's making 6 figures, sure, but his actual wealth accumulation, it is exactly 0.
Section 1. The 4 silent wealth killers.
Killer number 1, the car trap. Right now, $735 a month is the average American car payment. It's crazy. Every time we get a raise, it seemingly unlocks this desire for a better car in our minds. But remember, a car is a depreciating asset. It literally loses 15 to 20% of its value in year 1 alone. You are taking your hard-earned promotion and using it to actively finance a loss. It is a massive emotional trap that keeps you chained to a steering wheel and a monthly payment.
Moving on to killer number 2, rent creep. When your income rises, it's so tempting to upgrade your zip code. Moving to a much nicer apartment feels like the ultimate, tangible reward for your hard work. But the math here is completely brutal. For every $500 more you spend on a monthly apartment upgrade, you actually need to earn roughly $8,300 more per year just to break even after taxes. Your big raise is literally paying for nicer granite countertops, not your actual financial freedom.
Killer number 3 is what I like to call the subscription swamp. The average American is dropping $219 a month on subscriptions alone. But here is the crazy part. Most people underestimate that number by 2 to 3 times. These things are silent drains. They auto-renew, they feel super small in the moment, but they compound massively over time. They are quietly, persistently siphoning off the very top layer of your newfound wealth.
And finally, killer number 4, lifestyle debt.
Credit cards basically let you live next year's lifestyle today. But at 24% APR, that emotional, spur-of-the-moment vacation you put on plastic is costing you 24% more than the sticker price. Debt doesn't just drain your current cash, it is quite literally stealing from your future self. It guarantees that every single future raise you get will be working for the bank instead of working for you.
Section 2. A Tale of Two Destinies.
All right, here is the math nobody shows you. Let's do a quick side-by-side comparison of two people, person A and person B. Both of them get the exact same $30,000 raise at age 30. Person A is our lifestyle inflator. They take that raise and they immediately upgrade their spending by $2,000 a month. They invest absolutely zero extra. Now, person B is the wealth builder. They consciously cap their lifestyle upgrade at just $200 a month, and they automatically invest that remaining $1,500 a month.
So let's fast forward 20 years. They're both age 50 now, assuming just a conservative standard market return. Person A, they have a $0 net gain, just that tiny sliver of absolutely nothing to show for 20 years of higher income. But person B, they are sitting comfortably on a massive $816,000 portfolio.
Let's really think about that. Same exact income, same exact raise. Entirely different financial destinies. Person A is still living paycheck to paycheck at age 50, stressed out, desperately waiting for the next raise to save them. Person B, they have options, they have freedom, they have choice, and literally all of it came down to what they chose to do with the gap between their earning and their spending.
Section 3. The Anti-Inflation Wealth Stack.
Rule number 1 is an absolute game changer, the 50% raise rule. This is your golden rule for automating long-term wealth. Every single time you get a raise or a bonus, automatically invest at least 50% of the after-tax increase before you even see it hit your checking account. Set it up the very day you get the raise, not next month when you think you'll have time. The secret here? You will never miss money you never touched. Plus, you still get to enjoy the other 50% to upgrade your life completely guilt-free.
Rule number 2 is the upgrade audit. This is exactly how you defeat what psychologists call hedonic adaptation. That's the crazy phenomenon where a brand new luxury BMW feels completely normal and honestly kind of boring in just 90 days. So before you commit to any spending upgrade over $100 a month, ask yourself, will this actually still feel worth it in 6 months? Wait those 6 months to verify the value. I promise you, almost all emotional upgrades do not survive that 6-month test.
And rule number 3, identity-based wealth. This is a crucial psychological reframe. You have to stop viewing financial discipline as restriction. It's really not a punishment. Instead, you need to frame it as your core identity. Tell yourself, I am someone who builds assets, not someone who finances appearances. The people in the corporate world who are quietly getting rich, they aren't depriving themselves at all. They've simply redefined what winning actually looks like.
At the end of the day, a $100,000 salary is just a tool. It is an incredibly powerful tool for sure, but a tool used the wrong way just builds somebody else's future, not yours. The goal isn't just to earn more money. The goal is to keep more of what you earn. If lifestyle inflation has caught you completely off guard, or if this explainer hit a little too close to home today, make sure to hit subscribe to follow this American Money Trap series. We have a whole lot more to uncover.
I want to leave you with one final, totally uncompromising question to chew on the next time you look at your paycheck. Are you actually building your own future, or are you just financing the appearance of one? It's time to take control of the gap between what you make and what you spend. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you in the next one.